So I've been trying to build a component library, and one of the hard things that you need to do is be able to have a feature like this where you can show a preview of the component and then show the raw code with it as well. So there's a lot of different methods. So this is from Shadcn, and I tried looking at his example, and honestly I could not understand what he was doing. He's using pretty much black magic from my point of view, but I think I've managed to find a way that is very easy and that most people can do, and that way is with Rehype Pretty Code. Make sure you install the dependencies. The nice thing is that Rehype Pretty Code works with React server components, so all you have to do is define this component like this, and then you can use this component by passing in a string. Now this string needs to be formatted in a certain way, which I'm about to show you. So this is our example app. Basically this is a dynamic route, as you can see, component 1, and basically I'm just showing the component, which is component 1, and the raw code. As you can see, there is syntax highlighting, and that's because of the Rehype Pretty Code library. If you ever need to make a component library or have a coding tutorial website, then this would be very helpful. There are multiple ways to solve this with Next.js 14, but of course if you know any better way, feel free to let me know. Alright, now let's look at the code. As you can see, it's a dynamic route, so I'm using the page param to dynamically import my component. So this would be component 1 or component 2 depending on the page params, and I'm also importing an example code, which is going to be the syntax highlighted code that I just showed you, and I'm importing them from component/examples. So let's look at that. So this is the example for component 1. So I import component 1 and also the code component that is from the Rehype Pretty Code library, and then I'm exporting two things. First is just the component, so just return component 1 here, and then for the example code component, which is that pretty syntax highlighted code that I just showed you, we will use the code component and then pass that the example code. This is what the code component looks like. For it to work, you have to use this syntax. As you can see, there's 4 backticks in total, and you have to escape 3 of them. And here you would also define your language. So this is TypeScript. You can also just put JS, for example.